The ban list did change some things for a lot of people's decks. Mine, I wouldn't say it changed it a whole lot. Like always, whenever we do a ban list, we always do an updated deck profile for this deck because this is, of course, my main deck of the channel at this point. So, moving on to the starters, we're playing 2 Stone Sweeper. And I know I said this is always 3 of, but I cut Soul down to 2 because I needed more space in the deck and I wanted more access to Bone rather than Soul. Because seeing Bone gives you a free extender, and Soul is a starter, of course, but we still have many ways to get to Soul in the form of these 4 cards here, plus extra cards in the deck. And you don't really want to see. You could cut 1 Vision for the 3rd Soul if you really want to, if you want to see more access to Soul. But I think playing 2 is completely fine. And then we have the Flame Crime, the Red Rain, and the Fiendish Golem. Also, Droll does kill you a lot, so maybe putting Soul at 3 isn't a bad idea. But a card you could also cut is Prosperity for the 3rd Soul. But I feel like playing Prosp is very good for both engines. And then I'm playing, of course, the Centur-ion package, the 3 stand-up Centur-ion, the 1 Terraforming, and of course, the 3 Emblem of Oath. Of course, Primera, Trudea, and the Brick, Gargoyle. I always see this card in my hand every so often. At least once every 3 games, I see him in my hand, usually. It just always happens. And we're on 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, still on the 3 Nibiru. We're on 2 Veiler, 2 Ogre, 1 Talents, and 2 Thrust to thrust into Talents or Prosp or any other cards. This card's also very good. Yeah, thank goodness for Rarity Collection, am I right? Moving on to the extra deck, has not changed. The 1 Red Rising, the 1 Q-Belt, the 1 Scarlight, the 1 Scarred, and the 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, of course. And we have the Abyss and Dispatter for our Red Dragon Archfiend lineup. Oxala, Legatia, Crimson Dragon, Blazar, Supernova. I still kind of want to cut this for the Blue Eye Synchro because this doesn't come up as often. Trish, Chaos Angel, and SP Little Knight. Now, if you want, you can cut the Supernova and the Scarlight for 2 of any other like synchros you may want to put in, or just if you're siding things like Ultimate Slayer, or if you're playing the Metal Tronus card. That card's actually really good. I don't think I'm gonna play it though. Side deck, the 1 of Cross Out, the 1 Called By. One thing about the ban list that they should have did was put Called By to 2. I know they put these both at 1 because of hand traps being able to just like punishing your opponent if they do hand trap you. But with Mulch Harmony still in the format, I think having an alternative way to stop them isn't that bad other than Droll, because you're still giving them 1 to 2 draws just for drolling them. So I don't fully think they should have did that. 1 Ghost Spell is a cross-out target for a Red Rising. And then, of course, we're still siding the Droplets because Droplet is still a pretty good card. And that's for those. We have the 3rd Thrust in the side, along with a Duster and a D-Barrier as targets for Thrust. Yeah, we're playing 3 Thrust in total because you want to be able to thrust into this for Ryzeal. And then the back row matchups, having Feather Duster is very good. And then the final 3 slots, I'm playing 2 Lancia and 1 Chaos Hunter. Chaos Hunter is a placeholder for the 3rd Lancia. I just only have 2. But when we get the 3rd one, this will be swapped out for this. So you can imagine this is like the 3rd copy of Lancia. That is it for my updated Red Dragon Archfiend deck, though. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you'd like to. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.